More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, the Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mountaineers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
The give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Akbar. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it.
Ready, break. 29 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's up to 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Guys, let's chat about App State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6.
Easy.
looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll send out the kicker here.
Number 12 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Delaware. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 6.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Everett. Grab near the marker. It's Hale. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Power football with the run. There he goes. He now has 62 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The give to the lone running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Everett. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense cashing it in on that drive. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Army. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Gain of 6.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going over the top. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Akbar. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Defense in press coverage. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not able to hook up the air. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Back to throw, it's Everett. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Gives it on the option. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Back to pass, it's Everett. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It's second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He's going to get loose. He almost broke that one. They finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Payne. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors.
He's going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
On the play.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Powers forward. Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
Number 34.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
We'll take over. First and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Give to the running back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Blue Hens will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Trying play action. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
First and 10.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Gonna run it. It's Richard. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the fullback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man, it's Everett. And the missed connection on third down.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on third and short. I might just go for it here on fourth and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Purdue. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Brings up fourth down.
The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Delaware.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Hunt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They're testing the right side here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Everett. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the back. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
To the air on first down. Bears the pressure. Still running at the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Akbar. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team. And
entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
copy method 21.
Take over. 1st and 10.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through it.
Finds his man, it's Hale. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. The 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, App State.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Akbar. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. On the ground, it's McLaughlin. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Delaware! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wall. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Blue Hens have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Caught over the middle. It's Wall. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to run it to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.